Now, this episode of Demon Slayer basically was Kanroji's turn to pop off, and she did so very well. We got a little backstory about her, and it was actually kind of hilarious. For whatever reason, she's down on herself because she can't find anyone that will love her or care for her, and to the point where her skills as being immensely strong, her hair, and the way she eats so much, she felt that those were detriments that, no one really wants. To the point where she changed the way she looks, even dyed her hair black, and it still wasn't enough. And somehow, I didn't really explain in this episode, somehow that transitioned to her being in the Demon Slayer Corps. I mean, it didn't, like I said, show anything. She talked about her childhood, and the next thing you know, she talked about she was in Demon Slayer Corps. So how she got from looking for someone to marry or a boyfriend or whatever to in the Demon Slayer Corps, I don't know. I don't know at this point as basically a non-manga reader. So I can't give you those answers, but what I can give you is this girl is crazy good. After getting knocked down and you think that she might be out, this girl came back and she is showing how strong she is and how powerful she is. Even Tanjiro looks at her in awe as she just absolutely slices through the abilities that this demon's given. She literally destroyed lightning and attacks that are coming after her, and she's able to slice through with her abilities. And it's like, Tanjiro just looking at her like, oh my God. Like he's just in awe. And just the muscle density that she has, she's able to pull off some really strong moves. And she pops off. Before she's like, all right, I'm going all out. And I love how she was sitting there and all these wooden serpents are coming after her, and she's looking at it like, there's a lot. I wonder if I could do it. And then it just slices all through them. And I'm like, how did you wonder? I don't know. She's just amazing. And this episode really showed how well of a Hashira she is. And the love breathing, I can't explain it, but apparently it has to do with cats as well. So there's that in there. But she attacks as if she's like a ballet dancer or gymnast that I said before, and her sword being so long and stretchy that it's as if she's a ribbon dancer essentially. And even the demon himself is in awe of her, and it's like, dang, she's so strong. If I was to eat her brains, her ability and her strength would be transferred to my own. But of course, Tanjiro and them are not letting that happen. So it fell on her to protect Tanjiro's group as Tanjiro's group goes off to get the main body. So we did learn something that we wanted to know from several episodes ago with Genya's backstory. Apparently, the way that Genya looks, like, yes, he looks like a demon, but come to find out the reason why he looks that way is because whenever he eats a demon, he's able to gain their strength for some time. So, of course, now the question is, how in the world did he get that ability? And how is that even possible? Don't know, but in order to rip or destroy the tree bark, he started eating it. He started chewing through it, saying that his teeth was the strongest, so he knew that eating the tree bark, how strong it is, of the demon will give him immense strength. And it worked. He was able to cut it down and get some strength to the point that he can literally lift the whole tree and throw it at the demon. We learn a little bit more about him, which is great, but there's still a lot missing. It's like, excuse me, there's still some things missing from this story that we need to know about you, but we'll get back to you later. Tanjiro is livid that this demon is still running away from him, despite the fact that they cracked the egg open and absolutely was able to, reveal the demon decides to run away even more. And that just only ticks Tanjiro off further. So the episode ends with them still trying to attack the main body, and with the Hashira kind of buying them time, protecting them. So not too much. They've gotten a little further as far as in killing him. They did get the main body, how little it is as it's running away. They did get it free to where they can actually start attacking it. The key is, are they strong enough to cut through it? Which we'll find out next episode. But the good thing is, for those that do not know, next week's episode is, at 1, going to be the final episode of the season, and 2, it's going to be an hour long. So they're essentially the last 2 episodes, episode 11 and episode 12, combining it together, and bam, we're going to have a conclusion here to the Swordsmith village arc. I personally believe the way it's going to go down is they're going to try to, yet again, Tanjiro's going to try to cut this guy's head off, and he's going to find it hard to do. And somehow, some way, he's going to get this new sword, and he's going to use it, and it's going to cut through him like butter. And then everyone's saved. We'll probably have more backstories here. I'm sure they'll have the backstory for the demon, the upper rank demon. Maybe we'll get a little bit more backstory on, you know, Genya and a few others. We shall see, but it would not surprise me if they, after they kill this guy, we learn more about the Swordsmith village itself, learn more maybe about the background of Tanjiro himself, because these marks are showing up even more. Even the Love Hashira had a mark on her. So it's like, wait a minute, where are all these marks coming in from? Tanjiro now has one. We saw the Mist Hashira have one. And then all of a sudden now the Love Hashira has one. So it's very interesting that, of course, when they get these marks, they become more powerful and stronger, which was the case for the Love Hashira in this episode. But what is the history of these marks that's able to help them get stronger? I still think it attributes that maybe their long bloodline descendants from these very strong clans is able to defeat demons, or it's just the fact that they are able to manifest these marks after through intense training and such. Like I said, I'm not a manga reader, so I can't give you the answers right now. I can only give you the answers that I've seen. And from what I've seen, it's a good thing. But I am looking forward to next week's hour-long episode, and definitely we'll be discussing it here. But let me know what you guys think, because this was an amazing episode. Great to see a Hashira pop off like that, because the Miss Hashira went all out. That was great. And now the Love Hashira. I would love to see how she wraps things up in her fight as well. Like I said, we'll be back next week to see this hour-long special, and we'll be here to discuss it as the end of the season. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed this analysis. Make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed for more analysis on this anime and several others on the channel as well. You guys take care of yourselves. Be sure to watch them and stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.